Hello, hello. So I haven't chosen a sign yet. I'm going to go ahead and ask this deck which sign is next. Wow. Okay, 6th house, Libra. All right, Libra's next. I'm not even looking at the rest of the cards. I'm just going to roll with that. Okay, Libra. What do we have for our Libras here? So I'm going to go ahead and get a energy. I'm just going to work with one energy right now. So you can be the masculine or feminine, whatever, whoever. I'm really rolling with more of the animal, like gypsy decks or fortune telling decks, if you will. Then I am with tarot, and I'm not anti-tarot, just like right now. Like I'm just like, yeah, just what does Libra, what animal energy is Libra in? How about that? Earthworm in reverse. That's interesting, with fire ant in reverse on the bottom. Wow. Okay, so earthworm, like upright, is being a novice, right? So maybe you're like, I don't know, with fire ant in reverse, it's like, oh, that's interesting. I'm going to go ahead and ask why. Because that's just an interesting combination of like earthworm, like not wanting to be new or maybe show any, because fire ant is like all the ants going in, and then fire ant in reverse is kind of like all of them, like, I don't know, like repelling people. I don't know. Why is Libra earthworm in reverse? Around abundance. Feeling less than? Or feeling confident. Maybe you're feeling more confident. Tell me more. Feeling confident. So maybe coming out of like a scenario where you felt like you were the earthworm and that you had a lot to learn, and maybe you're feeling just a lot more confident about it. Because this is the clover. So the clover is all about blessings and abundance. It's my Jupiterian card. And then you have the heart here, right? It could have come out as the snake or poverty or something like that. And it's saying like, no, you're coming from a situation where you were feeling like you were the bottom of the chain. Like literally that is the bottom card of this entire deck. Of the food chain. When you talk about apex predators and everything like that, earthworm doesn't even have like an exoskeleton or whatever. I don't know if that's correct, but it's something along those lines, right? So just feeling like you had no backbone or no place to stand or no place to, like, feeling really good and blessed and confident. And then yeah, like fire ant in reverse, it's like when it's upright, it's like feeling like all the way, just like everybody's coming at you like this is a wound or something. When it's in reverse, it's kind of like repelling. You're repelling, allowing yourself to heal. What is fire? Tell me more about fire ant. Why is fire ant in reverse? What is being strong? Yeah, this is the bear. This is bear energy, and especially like a bear like in the cave that's like hibernating, saying like, leave me alone. Like you don't poke the bear, right? I feel like you're the bear and you're just repelling like maybe everybody with your energy. Which is a great place to be, honestly, like in these times, especially with the full moon and it being such a big full moon and a lot of energetic shifts. Like a lot of people just don't know how to handle, they don't know that they're being so affected by what's in their sign and or what's in their chart and what have you. So they blame it on other things, what have you, but they take it out and they project this onto a lot of people, and especially for empaths. So a lot of times, like for me, full moons are just like times where I completely, like full moons and new moons, usually I just completely shut myself off. It's like 2 times during the month that like 3 or 4 days, like I just don't really deal with anybody. And it's very palpable, like when you're around me, like I'm just not like like even energetically, I'm just like, and I'm not like rude or whatever. It's just like I have my earphones in, like I don't want to talk to you when I'm in the kitchen, and I don't actually have any music going on. I'm always listening, but you know, I give out the social cues, and you know, for like 60-70% people will honor that. And then there's people that are just like, oh, that's a barrier. And that's a whole another certain personality. So having to be strong about what? Confusion about what? Why are we being so vague? Okay, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use the Lenormand here. We're at almost 5 minutes. What are we having to be strong about? This is actually my Euro chart. Bad health. Okay. So maybe having like a mental health, you know, I wouldn't say crisis or whatever, but like one of those like checks where you're like, maybe I need to like change some habits or recognizing some patterns or whatever it is, you know, having to be strong. But what's the confusion about? About people wearing masks. Okay, so, okay, yeah, you're repelling people, right? You're like, no, because usually this is a swarm. Fire ant in upright is a swarm coming towards you, and you're like repelling people. You're like, people are false. They are confusing. They are not who they say they are. You're having to be strong. You're having to set boundaries. You're having to like be mama bear to yourself and your inner child, and you are going ahead and putting those signals out. Like, I know you're fake. There's that mice on the bottom of there. Fox, all of a sudden that's on the bottom too. Like, this is think on your feet, right? This is like watching people and knowing who they are and maneuvering and doing things in ways that you may not. It's kind of like a Seven of Swords, but kind of like just depending on where it's at or what have you. Yeah, it may, mature man and mature woman. It might be about around parents, making a decision. What? Because there was news, message of like stability or concern around there. Anyways, so it could be a parental situation. It could be like some bosses or what have you, or, you know, something family related. But anywho, I'm going to go ahead and get, yeah, okay, so what's next? What is Libra's next action? Marriage. Okay, was not commitment. So this has been coming out for me. This is like the ultimate commitment card. I've been getting that along with the dog card in this particular deck, which says be loyal to what you love. And it's all about me being loyal to myself. And I've been getting that for about 2 months now. It's just be loyal to what you love. What do you love? Do you feel like you're supposed to be doing readings today? Or do you love the fact that you'd be doing readings today? Or is there something else you can work on that you would love working on today? And it's okay. You've got 3 things going on, and nobody is putting, you know, just do things right. And I want to say perpetuity, which is weird because we're not in Shark Tank right now. But I guess perpetuity meaning like it's always going to be in place. Like when you put that system in now, like I think that's what I'm learning is like instead of flitting, I am going from one thing to one thing, but like I'm like, if I go through my email, I say I'm going to go through, I went through like 20 years worth of email or whatever. Like it just took the day to do it, and I got it all organized, and like, oh my gosh. Right? Like the feeling, like all this built up anxiety is starting to go away. And I've never really operated on a place where I could be digitally a digital minimalist. Or, you know, I've gotten all of my luggage down to like 2 bags and a backpack now. And I'm really surprising myself in the amount of time and hours and like drive I have. I'm like, man, I love the fact that I'm my own employee, because I've always wanted to be, like, I always thought I was a great employee. Like, I really tried. And then when I didn't, then I sucked, right? But now I have the opportunity to be, like, my own boss and employee and everything. And I'm, like, really impressing myself. And I know that may seem, whatever, conceited to other people. But I just always work so much to impress other people. And I just feel like I'm putting the time and the work and looking for the validation from the only person that matters, and that's me. So, feels good. Let's go ahead and get a Moonology card for you. And yeah, we'll get going. Under 10 minutes. That's a start. That flipped over. Confidence is key. Leo, we just got that Leo moon this past week. Just a card for Libra, please. Or 14, your hard work is paying off. I'm going to take that top one, but I'm just going to get what was on the bottom. Time to release negativity. There's that Scorpio card. I think that's going to be a theme. You know. I missed the boat there. I wonder if that's a sign. Alright, let's get you out of here. I'm like, oh my gosh, why won't it? Alright, let's get it done, Libra. Balance your spirituality and practicality. Yeah, like for sure. Like I think that's also, you know, something that I can take to heart when I'm saying like, I just want to like, it's okay to like binge a little TV and not always feel guilty for not doing something, and like, but also feeling really proud and saying like I earned, you know, watching this half of the season or whatever it is tonight, especially if it's a night that, you know, I generally don't sleep a lot. Like, I'm just, again, I'm really kind of learning that whole round time thing. And I think that's definitely something that Libra, when we're talking about balance, right? Balance, spirituality, and practicality. That's all about Libra, even though it's a full moon Pisces. Libra's all about, like, the yin and the yang, and the, like, that's when we thrive, is when we are getting enough sleep and getting enough food, but getting enough entertainment and getting enough, like, shit done. So thanks for hanging in there. And, well, hanging in there, I don't know if it's a hanging in there, but thank you for joining me. And yeah, I'm super stoked. 10 minutes? Well, like under 11. All right, bye.